to TCG University. Welcome back to the Weiss Schwarz podcast. It's been a
Oh
while,
my God,
but
it's
we
been so
are
long.
here.
It has been
I
forever.
titled this The Comeback.
Oh, it's not a comeback.
But I'm James, and I'm here with...
Yo, my name is Rex.
Hey, it's Oliver.
I'm Kyle.
What's up, dog? You're salty spittoon, Andrew.
There you have it. Okay, guys, make sure to check us out on Facebook, Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, all of that, all over at TCG University. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify. Make sure to give us 5 stars if that's still a thing. I don't know. Make sure to share with all your friends, guys, so that way we can grow as big as we want. Let us know what you guys think of the podcast down below, and encourage us to do more in the future, because these guys are sometimes real lazy about getting together to do things.
Excuse
Not
me?
lazy. I was busy, sir. There's
Okay.
a
Real
difference.
lazy. You only let me out of
These-
the basement to talk about Weiss Schwarz.
I mean, if you're defining these guys by mostly you, then sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
shout out
cool.
to all of our Patreons of the junior or higher sponsors. We have Addy, Andrew Dang, Anthony Albano, Bryce Rathsack, Clay Cardwell, Jake and Arson Masur, Jay Rogers, Jesse Cervini, Jesse Morrison, Jesse Nix, Justin Farts, Kat Maria, Kevin Brober, Kieran Vision, Kyle Krozik, Lucinda Letica, Orlando Valtes Santos, Paul Casagrande, Ransom MacArthur, Samantha Stevens, the baddest bitch around, Sean O'Brien, Timothy Freelieb, Tamer's Evolution, TCG, and Tyler Zane Pease. And then we have some sponsors for today. We have Red Riot Games, Cards Custom Build, Inked Gaming, and Dex Protection, but that'll be more about them later. So how are you guys? Welcome back.
Hey.
Thank you.
How's
Oh,
It's good to be
yeah.
back.
How have you guys been?
At home.
Well, yeah.
It is
answer.
good to be at home, man. I got a job working at home soon.
Nice.
Same.
How have you guys?
Yeah, Oliver's gonna get there too.
Yeah, dude.
How has Weiss Schwarz been for you guys this year?
Locals has been enjoyable. I've done what I've regularly done every year, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, you won your one tournament for the year, so it's over.
Oh,
right?
dude, I did. I won my one locals for the year, and
So
I
now
won
you-
it with
now
a
you can
meme
just
deck.
stride.
Yeah, dude. My hope is we're gonna play tonight, and I hope this deck does top 4. If it doesn't matter
You
because
gonna
the deck
spoil what
sucks.
you're playing?
I'm playing Batman Ninja.
Okay.
Oh God, what build?
I'm playing the 3/3 Batmobiles.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
dude, we're gonna meme people.
It's
That's
okay.
that's the goal.
I was also thinking about playing a meme.
Dude, do it.
We're
Meme
gonna
Always.
play.
What
We're
are you
gonna
talking
play
about?
Stand by Guild Girl.
Ooh, baby, let's go. I'm about it. Let's go. I've seen some of the parts of that deck. That deck looks pretty fun to play.
We
looks-
played it last night versus Byron playing Dal. The only problem we ran into was we had 15 stock.
Was
but
it clean?
No.
Oh, okay.
We had
Okay.
no
Why
way
was the
to,
problem?
we had no way to clear our stock. That was the issue.
Um,
So like we had 15. I
Dude.
think at one point we were 15 stock, 6 in the stock.
You know what you play?
Oh
You
my
play
God.
You play the
Yeah.
3/3 you play the 3/3 red event that bounces
I'm
their
playing,
dude
I'm
when
playing
they swing.
2. I'm playing 2.
Oh shit.
But the problem
Oh,
is I
God.
don't want climaxes in there because I'm blind stocking so much. Everything everything in that deck outside of the 2/1 practically just says, hey, on a thing, blind stock.
Oh.
So like,
Hmm.
oh
Okay.
dude, I did the cool thing, I'll blind stock twice. Did the cool thing, blind stock.
All right, sick.
And all of it's
How about you, Andrew?
all of it doesn't cost anything.
Dude.
You're gonna play Dal, you meta whore.
Yeah, I'm playing Data Live because
I can
Right.
see it in his face.
turns
Yeah.
out it's a good set. Until they
for
print
now.
Spice Wolf, I won't sell out.
Hmm.
I mean,
how's
as
how's
far
it
as
been at your locals?
Me,
Not just like yesterday, but like the weeks before as well.
Just like
Oh,
in
I mean-
general, how have you been? For
the entire COVID time, it's been non-existent. Nobody's been wanting to show up.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, obviously yesterday there were a bunch of people at the shop that
Yeah.
I was able to play against, and then the I heard, but I haven't been there in a couple of weeks. I heard that people have been showing up.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's possible that my locals is going to start playing again. But I mean, for the most part, it's just been me and Vincent H, if you know him, and the one or two oddballs that are just in the shop at any given point in time,
Okay.
testing whatever's been out for the most part. But
Got it.
Data life.
I mean, yeah, lots of casual competitive playing because we're all
Got it.
tryhards. But
Got it.
Yeah, dude, I haven't gotten to play a tournament in so long. I can't even tell you the last one.
well,
I
that's
mean, you
because
also live in
travel up north for
nowhere.
Well, I live like an hour away from where the tournament's at, anyways.
I mean, I live like a half hour away.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we played some good games, Rex. You know, we played the Frieza versus Goku matchup.
Yeah, Frieza and Goku from Weiss Schwarz.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
Yep.
I don't know if that's.
Rex, I got a question for you.
That's on the list of sets we haven't talked about that I put.
If you still lived in Omaha, how close would you be to locals? If you were in the original house you were in?
I mean, I would be about 20, 25 minutes.
What? No.
No, your first house.
The house
before
on
me and
like
Brad.
55th?
Yeah, that was 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude, that
That was
would have
beautiful.
been sweet.
That was beautiful, dude. I was there like 2-3 times a week at minimum.
Dude, locals is sweet.
I remember that because I still worked at another job and I would meet you there.
Yeah, dude. Like, are we done at the shop? All right, come play at my house.
All right, sick.
Yeah, I just want to play card games. That's all I want.
All right. Do we want to head into the first topic?
I was
Sure.
gonna mention one more.
Flesh
thing.
and blood. No, okay. Okay. It's the
We're
wrong
not-
podcast.
We don't even have that podcast yet. Calm down. The last thing I was gonna say was, guess how many current decks I have built?
17.
I-
Now, like.
I'm
20.
muting.
Guess
Yeah.
guess how
It's
many I
Kyle's
have?
life alert going on. I'm
20.
gonna guess you have 15.
16.
Oh, I was so close.
I
I
can
didn't
have
work
my
No,
hard
own-
enough.
Price is right.
I
Price
can
is
have
Yeah,
my
right.
own
Rex, you should have
16-man
prices right in
tournament.
me, dude.
I can have
Well,
my
no,
own
he's at
16
15.
man
You both
tournament.
tied.
Let me check my drawer.
It's the closest without going over. Andrew got prices right.
No, Rex got it right because you
Yeah,
said
Rex got it
16.
right. I said
Yeah,
17. Rex
sorry.
said
Yeah,
16.
yeah.
I meant Andrew got it right in that Rex price is right in.
Yeah. That's
You know what
So-
I mean?
it would have been 15 exactly, but you know I just recently gave him one.
Got him, dude.
I mean, it could have also been more. I took some decks apart to modify the deck you gave me.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be sick. I can't wait to see what you did with it.
I might play that tonight, so I have time to
that's
figure
fine.
out the how to fix the stock problem in that deck.
In
Rip.
the
The
actual
goblins-
deck I gave you.
The Goblin Slayer deck.
Oh,
So I'm probably gonna play
Somebody say
the deck.
goblins.
I'm probably gonna play the Sow deck tonight because I can't
Mhm.
figure out what's wrong with the standby Priestess Guild Girl deck.
you should put
Fair
a
enough.
1/1 in there that has a thing that pays a stock to do something cool.
Man, I don't know if there's a card that does that in Goblin Slayer.
Oh, you're right. The deck is so free.
That's the problem I
Oh my
ran
land.
into. Is everything in Goblin Slayer's free? All of the Guild Girl stuff just says
Sure.
tap to do cool thing. Okay. It's like sure.
Dude, I wish I had breakfast. Holy crap, I wish I had breakfast delivered to me.
Man.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god,
get a
that looks.
closer look at
What is that?
Thank you.
What is that?
She made you
Rex
like
Rex is
Peanut
over
butter,
here.
Apple, sausage, cottage cheese, and omelet with some
Oh my
dude,
god.
cottage
dude.
cheese
tomatoes and
sounds good.
cilantro
Stop,
and
dude.
guac and
Just mute
s-
yourself so
I
that way I
s-
don't have to listen to you eating.
I switched
sorry.
tabs.
No,
I wanna
specifically
hear
to
him
look at his
eating.
food. I switched tabs just specifically looking at blow up of his food.
So,
meet the cook. You want to say hi?
hi. That looks really good. Give
That's,
me
If I wanted
some.
to say something to you, I'll wait until the podcast is over. Anyways,
Podcast groupies. That's the that's Joy. That is Rex's significant other. She
Ooh,
plays Weiss Schwarz too. She's learned how to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right,
Um,
so
you guys ready to get in this first topic?
I'm
Oh yeah,
ready.
there you go.
let's
Yeah,
go.
dude.
How
Well,
has this
Rex-
last year
My
been?
mother is unable to cook
Trash.
setting the house on fire.
I didn't get a single Springfest, or a single World's End?
Well, we were talking more on meta, not just the year in general for Weiss. Just
how we feel the
mostly
decks
how
that
decks
have come in.
performed.
I'm looking at the list real quick.
For God, for last year, what even came out, man?
Bunko.
I've got it in the group.
The top
lot of stuff, man.
section is the stuff that's out right now. Below that is the stuff that is coming.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah. Now I'm
Yeah,
getting.
yeah.
Now I'm getting.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so we got Mob Psycho, which I feel like does nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't
Um,
help the meta. Doesn't really hurt the meta. It's just
Doesn't really
there.
have an impact.
Yeah, it exists
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
As a
It's a
but
good
like-
tier 2 2.5 deck.
And I think we talked about like Overlord.
We did talk about Overlord.
Did we
at
talk
some point.
about
Talk
Konosuba?
about it in pre-order.
Oh, okay.
We talked about
Yeah.
Konosuba.
Okay.
We just talk about all of them in general, just like a recap.
The only
Okay.
ones that I really see on this list that really affect our meta is Frozen Bond and
Adventure
Data
Time?
Life.
I think Adventure Time did too.
Oh, Adventure Time. too.
Yeah, Adventure
Yeah,
Time.
as well. Adventure Time as well. I didn't see it here on
And
the
Yeah,
list.
so
Adventure-
I think like
Adventure
the big
Time
ones
is
on the I think the big ones on the front list are, in my opinion, that changed how things work. Is meta wise is probably Slime, Adventure Time, and then probably Frozen Bonds, and then the Dow.
I would
Well,
agree with that.
Frozen Bonds
I
is this year, but okay.
Well, I think
Well, no,
Monica
well,
is
it's been the
worth
last year.
I
talking
just
about.
mean within the last year, from this point to like all the way 2020. Like how's this year so far in the last year been, and how's it gonna look the year coming?
Yeah.
I think people's answers to Data Life is gonna be Frozen Bonds. I think that deck's just too good.
I think
Yeah.
Adventure Time has some very good counter to it. Too.
I think
yeah,
Adventure Time can stack again.
AT and Frozen Bonds. I
Like we've
think.
talked about it
then-
before, and like the podcast is where it should have been, but like we haven't been doing
Yeah.
it. Like how it has the 2-1 backup that just says bounce things, so you don't have to worry about things in Dow. It has the
Yep.
It just-
easiest early play killer in the world at
Mhm.
level
Yeah.
1, so you don't have to worry about anything.
I think Adventure Time just has so much utility that it's able to answer a lot of these decks trying to do cool things.
I mean, I even think the 2/1 Demon Blood Sword will actually be a really good answer against that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Last night, I understand it's one night of games.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
last night I faced Dal several times with my 8 standby Adventure Time. And my 8 standby Adventure Time, the way I've designed it, if you saw the video, check it out on our YouTube.
Mhm.
Wink.
Was it is very much about having options.
Mhm.
And so I had a lot of those options in the deck. And like the sword especially and the Adachi, they were just like as long as Dal doesn't like super high roll, you can kind of bully Dal with 8 standby Adventure Time the whole game.
I get a board, but you don't.
It's,
mean,
it's
that's
one of the
what that
things I
deck plays.
realized when I was playing Dow earlier this week as well, or not earlier
Mhm.
this week, but like last couple of days, last day.
Mhm.
I don't know. I was up really late last night.
No, you're good.
God.
Is
Same.
like it has a tough time. Like its main thing is it wants to be over on your opponent's turn. So like
Mhm.
if your opponent just gets real big all the time, Dow sucks. Dow just absolutely
Yeah.
sucks if it doesn't get over on its opponent's turn. It doesn't care about its turn as long as it gets over on its opponent's turn. It's where it runs smooth.
Yep.
As long as you get over it.
So
Yeah,
everybody's
Griffin-
gonna play Titan Wall, right?
Retaining
Goblin Slayer-
retaining field
Goblin Slayer
advantage.
was fucking me up specifically because that 2/2, along with all the board state you can put on that increase. That's like, I'll play my torch and give it a +1,000. That's +1,000 here.
Yeah.
Oh, I stand by hit. I'll pop out a witch, give it another 2K. Like it was just nuts. Like I just couldn't keep the girl on board,
Yeah.
and I couldn't pop off
Uh,
on my abilities.
That's why I feel like Daylight will have a rough matchup against Frozen Bonds.
Just 'cause it
Frozen
gets big.
Bonds at endgame is so big, like a consistent 15 to 16K column on three columns. Like how is that? How does Dow fight against that when Dow inherently doesn't gain a lot of power?
Yeah.
They have cool abilities, but like
There's a really important card that
I was gonna
turns
say I
that
actually have
turns
a
that
really
off.
big question about this set.
By the way, James, I need you to bring that card tonight.
Oh, you're talking
So-
about the, yeah, I think that card's really good too, but it's just one of those things where like you can't search it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. If you get it, you hold on to it in those matchups.
Yeah. I
So-
honestly, depending on like how the meta goes, it might end up being like a sword gram.
What is it called?
Um,
You had it.
You're talking about My Little Shido, right?
Love of
No.
Devils. It's like Love of the it's
Let me pull. I'm just gonna pull up the card list. I'll get it. Don't
it's the
worry.
2-0 from Bunko. It
Yeah.
says
Oh,
as a backup, take away traits.
Yep.
enemies
So
that
that card
do
is your
cool
answer to any
Yeah.
deck that gets oversized because your
Of
back
traits.
row in Frozen Bond specifically has to target those traits for that card to gain its 3,000 if it's level 3. So you just smack down that card and you're like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going in.
It means like cool 2K backups and whatnot can't target because they mostly
Yeah.
always target like
Yeah.
X characters and
Yeah, that card is huge in that.
Trait character, and then just give it a random 1,000.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's an event backup, so you can play it on either player's turn as well.
Yep.
So
And it's 2-0. The only problem I see
And it's
is
2-0.
you have to draw it, but then depending on like how powerful it is, it might just end up being a sword gram for like how Alicization plays right now.
yeah, well that's why I want to preferably just have a playset, and I can't remember if I ordered a playset too.
If you ordered a playset, you better give me mine back.
Yeah, no, I will.
only have one, and I might end up ordering 3 more specifically because it is very good.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
I think it's really good just to get over
Yeah.
what you need to.
Sometimes it's just needed.
But you have to put blue in your deck then after that, and it's hard to put blue into Data Life.
No,
Well,
not really.
blue's
You're
your-
playing
blue's your
you're
main-
you're
blue's your
playing
main color.
Toka 1-1 or
No,
1-0.
it's not.
YouTube.
Blue's
Not
your
for
main-
Data Life.
Yeah, blue's your main color. It's blue and
Data
red.
Life?
Yeah.
No,
blue
I
and
thought
red.
it was just red. I thought you played red
No,
yellow
blue, red.
because yellow gives you so much other stuff.
Yellow gives
Not for
you-
standby.
Yellow,
Blue,
yeah,
red, yellow.
it's
If you're
blue-
playing all standby, you don't care about yellow.
Yeah, so like yellow is
you
the
run
if
run yellow really for the My Little Cheeto, and that's about it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't feel
if
about that.
you can either play the yellow choice that says on attack double look at the top, add all characters. And
Yeah,
advance
no,
your
I know that
hand,
card. I know that Katorid card.
And
I
you
just
play the Sheeta. The
I don't know how I
Milo
feel
Sheeta
about
thing.
making blue your main color.
Well, blue's
with
your main
red.
color because you have the 1-0 backup, the 1-0 back row that says on your opponent's reverse on your opponent's turn, look at the top card, scry, put it underneath, and then the 2/2 Toka that you pop out. That instead of having encore says on your opponent's reverse, look at the top 2, put them in any order.
But usually that's just a standby target, so I
Yeah,
don't
but
feel like
so you could
you
if
really
you
say that
play-
blue is your main color for
if-
that.
Well, you play that. You also play the brainstormer that says on climax, pop to hand to give 1,000. So like you just throw any of those in there, and you always have a 2-0 ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't think blue's your
I
main
think
color.
we're jumping ahead of ourselves here a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
the same way like
'Cause,
how
No.
Alicization
let-
plays the grand.
Let's.
Yeah.
You guys
No.
think that Madoka Mobile can compete?
No.
No, I think Madoka Anime can compete,
Yes.
when it comes out. But Madoka Mobile right now, no, it can't
Okay.
do it.
No. You need both sets, but because
But
I gotta put my arms and my elbows in here. As far as what happened last year, I think knowing what we know now, slime is huge. Obviously, getting slime too. I think that's gonna have a controlling position as far as percentage of decks, because the compression build is gonna be even stronger with set 2. I think Konosuba is falling out of favor for sure.
I think it'll
I
still be
think-
up there, but I just don't. Think
Yeah,
people are gonna play
it can
as
still
much.
blow
It's-
people up.
It can still blow people up, but I think it's not. People are struggling to find consistency enough with the deck. Whereas I think a lot of people, at least for English meta, are finding more consistency with Adventure Time, and then also FGO being unrestricted in English is a problem, and it's going to be a worse problem when the next set comes out.
There's a
You mean fate grand? You mean
feel like
fate
everyone's
stay?
loaded.
You don't mean fate grand order.
Or yeah.
I was gonna
I think
say-
Fate Stay
I was
Night.
like, there's a
my
second
bad,
yeah.
my
set
bad.
coming for
Yeah.
FGO. Fuck.
Yeah. FGO is not impactful.
The-
Frozen
the
Bonds is
problem-
cool. And,
I think
yeah.
my FGO deck's
pro-
real good.
The problem with Fate Stay
FGO
Night though is that
are in
they're
line with
missing
that,
2
yeah.
Japanese exclusive cards that were promos.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Uh,
those promos make it a lot better, but we also
Yeah.
don't have the choose one of 4.
Yeah, well,
So it's a
because
trade-off.
It's because those promos are on the list too.
I think only one of them is. The other one just got
both promos are on the
banned.
list.
Let
Both
me
promos
check.
are on the list.
Oh, I mean, so we still gonna play the busted free fresh and the
You were playing that anyways.
You're talking
busted
about
free fresh, and then you also get to play your
Yeah,
The
Busted
Ilias.
Free Fresh has technically only one stock.
And it's the Cycle Brainstorm, right?
Yeah, the Cycle Brainstorm. Well, no, that wasn't on the list. It
Yeah,
was
or-
mainly it was the 0-0 Ilya. It was a 2-1 promo that free freshed you as well. The red 2-1 free fresh from Heaven's Field,
My problem
and then
for Fate,
another promo that was on the list as well that
my
did something
problem for
else.
It was
Fate
the
has
3-3
Don't worry,
always
I'm getting
been the Cycle Brainstorm.
I think that card's fine. It makes it so gold bars aren't as detrimental.
Yes, that's the problem.
It's how people play it and how they adjust their deck to do it. It's a player thing,
the
not a
problem
card
I have
thing.
with him is that
Oh god,
card.
it
Well,
was updated to choose one of 5.
Yeah, because they added another card in.
Yeah,
I
from
don't
the
remember
new
what
set.
I don't remember what card it was, but yeah, it's just Fate is so oppressive if it didn't have the restrictions that it did. There's another. set
Oh
in
no
JP.
no no. We have 3 of them right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
We have the Shiro, Ilya, and the free fresh.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
2 other ones are different cards
Yeah.
that are JP right now.
I mean, it's still
Right
getting
now.
those 3 pieces is pretty strong.
one of the cards that we're missing is irrelevant because it's just a copy of a
The
card
2-1 red. Yeah,
that we already have.
yeah.
And then the other one, the 3-3 event, sometimes it was being run, sometimes it wasn't even in the deck, you know? So
Yeah.
like it's not really like you lose out
yeah.
on that.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Fate
3-3
will
for
be
heal
better.
3 is pretty strong though.
Fate will be better when the next set comes out. All right.
So-
So
Like-
another thing that was actually not that impactful from this last year was actually Memory Snow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, meme
Okay,
snow?
I think it's gonna have
Meme
a
snow?
spot. By the way, James, you're going
Uh,
quiet.
Do you think
I
so?
think
No.
I
It
think
is.
it's a dark horse.
Yeah,
I
I
think
th-
it has the dark horse slot like Excel World had like 2 years ago. Like
Yeah.
it can
I agree.
compete.
I mean,
has
it could be that wild
consistency.
card.
It's a
Wild
very
card.
big wild card deck that shuts down a lot of decks that want to just ping you for one. So this random Gilgamesh deck that's running around with Heaven's Feel stuff, it gets shut down by Memory Snow because Memory Snow just says no ping ones. I don't want to deal with ping ones. I'm gonna burn you for 2 to 3 because I'm just gonna kill you that way, which is good. We needed a set that needs that because then there's too many decks from too many sets that run around saying burn ones are a thing.
Right. So the people that are still afraid of, like AOT, they're going to probably play like Memory Snow or like GTO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just want to play that because they've been hard pressed by these other decks.
Or
Just
Log
they
Horizon.
burn one.
Log
Yeah.
Horizon.
all right, James, you need to calm
That-
down.
that
Go back
actually
in your closet.
Past
Leave.
year. So much Log Horizon, we can't handle it.
Yeah.
I've just been waiting.
Consistency
I've been
to
waiting.
already a good deck that has a really good deck that has a really good top end is not good. Then
When,
that
That's
deck
fair.
just becomes defining.
when can we get Log Horizon set 2?
No, because
You mean the power up set?
Yeah.
That's because that's
Never.
well.
Even the power up set would
But hear me out on this.
Can we get a
If
Bunko
the
power
season-
set?
But hear me out on this. The next season of Log Horizon is coming out.
I know.
The next season in the anime.
I know.
What if we get that for Weiss Schwarz?
I'd still be
No.
upset we wouldn't get the power up set.
But we'd get better cards, James. We'd make
Well,
our
of
deck even
course.
better.
Dude,
Yeah,
that moment when you still need that one the combo
Oh my
from
God,
the
that would-
power up set, that would be
No,
so nuts.
we would have. I would expect them to have a good combo in the next.
Or to print the power up set somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or just as like
Promos.
an extra.
I
Yeah,
think
or
it'd be really
promos.
cool if they just went, here, we took all 3 of these power up set and stuffed them into one. Here's a Bunko
Oh,
set.
Fantasia Bunko.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay.
Alright.
That's fair.
So do we want to take a look forward now that we've went backwards?
Can we talk about the
Yeah.
trash that is overpriced Overlord?
Excuse me?
Well,
It
excuse
was
me.
not overpriced.
Yeah.
It was not overpriced.
Overlord is not overpriced.
For how-
I think you meant to say Data
For
Live.
how
mean
bad
Data
it
Live.
is?
It's a
Yeah.
Nazarick, actually.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
yeah,
only
yeah.
it's only the one trial deck SP and
James,
SP
you only
people can have their fun.
playing a bad build. Stop
Alright.
it.
I'm not
All right.
If you want to talk about overpriced, let's talk about day live. If you want to
Yeah.
look at the future before we do that and go off
Um,
in a train crash, you know.
yeah, Data Live. What cards do we think got overpriced and
All of them.
Everything.
All of them.
yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, that was the joke. That was the joke, guys. Come
We-
on.
We lost our guiding light of prices. And the problem is the only other person that has significant like share of the available cards is overpricing the cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no system for it now. It's just broken.
Yeah.
Every set's going to be priced the way that Konosuba
Yeah,
is.
it hurts everywhere.
Everyone
All my
wants.
waifu card games are expensive.
So there's two problems, right?
Mhm.
There's two problems with what the pricing site that everyone used. I don't know if we should use the name in the video, but
No, don't use it.
yeah. So the
Yeah,
pricing
people
site
know.
everyone
People know.
used, if you know, you know. Yeah, the pricing site everyone used is like, hey, this is going to be our final set, and then they said, hey, we're not actually going to do prices on our final set. And the thing that happens with that is you have an extremely popular show that people like, and you also have the best set in quotes, my opinion, that's coming out to English in a long time, and we're just like, I want it. Everyone's like, I want it. Everyone that's going to go to regionals, I want it. So with all of that added together, you create a price storm that is just terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so much in demand.
You get a $60 double R on release. Good luck finding a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, on one of the pricing places, the second pricing place we use, the boxes are going for 180.
Mhm.
Oh, are they 100? Oh, wait, I thought those got sold out this morning.
I
Probably.
saw
I
some
don't know.
people looking.
Pretty
at
sure they did.
hit them at
Okay.
like 240.
Yeah, there were people selling them for 240 this morning.
Like,
What the bloody hell?
Let's
like
get a pricing update. Let's see.
2400
Okay.
for a case.
Two-
48 for a
225.
mixer.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, like-
225 for a box. That's
Still-
a problem.
It's still,
I mean,
still
like,
a very
your-
big problem.
Your potential value from just a box has enough to give that.
Yeah,
well,
I think
the possibility.
I think
is
we're gonna
possible.
see a very bad repercussion for this though.
Yeah.
And it strictly lies in if there's only one wave, which it most likely will be. So put on your caps. If it's only one wave, we're gonna go into our first regional after COVID, and we're gonna see this deck run rampant because everyone and their sister will most likely play it or own it. Literally, it'll be in their box of decks. So the problem is, if you play it and it's really good, then everyone else is gonna be playing it. If you play it and it's still gonna be decently good, the problem there is it's basically like, hey, if you don't own these cards, good luck getting in tops. And then
and
the
you're
problem
really-
with that is the barrier to entry and owning that deck is probably going to be in the ballpark of $1,000 minimum. That's
Yeah,
I
yeah.
priced out a deck yesterday. It was like $750. We're accounting for time creep. Which it's going to be terrible as far as if you're a new player looking to play the game. If there's not a second print wave, it's just going to be terrible.
The longer the set's out as well, the more expensive the cards are going to get. Like right
Yeah,
now,
that's how it works.
it's the cards will ever be.
Yeah.
Unless there's a second.
And the problem is that it's just not gonna be these. It's gonna be select cards, right? That are gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
But it's just the whole set that's expensive because every deck is playable technically. You can play
Yeah.
every level 1 combo because every level 1 combo is good. You can play every level 3 combo because every level 3 combo is really good.
What was the most recent set before this? Sorry for interrupting.
That would be
Now-
Frozen Bonds.
Frozen Bonds? Okay. Regular set. Not Madoka. What's a
Madoka
decent one?
Madoka's regular set, yeah.
Let's I'm gonna look at FGO. I'm look at because that's had some time to settle.
Yeah. FGO's cheap.
Yeah,
It's not worth a lot.
I just want to confirm some math on something.
Andrew, you want to know? You don't have to confirm any math.
I need to.
I have all of the bulk. And
No.
none of it's sold.
No. Okay. So, the pricing site that everyone went off of, and this is why I'm actually pulling this up and doing this. On
you're
stream.
doing number changes or difference in numbers.
No. I am just adding something. Okay, so this set wasn't particularly too strong, FGO, right?
Mhm.
However, if you add up the price of literally, if you got one double R, one of each double R in one box, right?
Mhm.
You,
Not
you
possible,
get
by the way.
yeah, it's not possible, but it's $72, right? And on average, the pricing site would say, "Hey, this is the price allocation for your double rare slot." So they would allocate those prices, and if it's a stronger set, they'll throw a couple extra bucks in that allocation for how much your double R slot is worth. The problem right now is that if you look at Data Live and you literally take one card that's worth $60, $47, wherever you price it at, it's literally more than half of that slot. And then you also look at the other double Rs, and then you get into this thing called Brainstormer. It's $15. Oh, your 1-0 combo if you're playing choice, that's $11. And then you just add up like those 3 cards, in which, by the way, if you don't know what your LGS gets a box at, it's not as much as you're paying for it. But if you pull those cards, you're basically paying for a box. And the problem is you're not even looking at a foil because the foil prices for the set are just bananas.
Yeah.
Well,
So the way that people are pricing it is without even opening the box, right? Without even opening a box, they're basically saying, hey, you can buy this box for a 300% markup, or you can let me open this box, and then I also have the potential of opening something that just literally pays for cases. I think that's where we're getting the problem, because the inflation from not having something valuing cards right now is going to destroy the game. So I think that's something that people are going to realize we need.
Even before said site was saying they were going out, like prices were already just diving or rising.
Yeah.
Once they sold out, yes, it was a problem.
Post that announcement is a whole nother thing, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was really only like the really good sets that were really getting bad. You know, like Konosuba, for example, was out of control.
Like Goblin Slayer wasn't even that bad either.
Goblin Slayer was bad,
and that's still a pretty good set.
yeah,
pretty strong.
But post the JK TCG announcement, like just everything went to hell.
Hey, they shall not be named.
Sorry. Post site that shall not be named.
I'll bleep it.
Everything went to hell. Yeah. So yeah, you'll bleep it.
I probably won't. I'll forget.
Yeah, 1-0 Goblin Slayer is literally
like $45. It's the most expensive.
$35, $37 for one on a pricing site.
I mean, just trying to get the good torch.
Hey James, what's the timestamp?
We've been going for 32.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Day Alive is just making our pricing just like very, very weird. I don't think any other set's gonna do the same thing, honestly.
I will say though, it's very worrying as a guy who said he's gonna max Alicization set 2.
I don't think Alicization will be to this extreme. I think it will probably be at a hype price, but it won't be to the extreme that Data Live is.
Because it's Sword Heart, you know.
Yeah, I don't think set 2 is gonna be as impactful as Data Live is to our meta. And the reason why is because Data Live is not going to be as impactful as it was in JP, because in JP, Data Live was very impactful because of the sets that were at the top of the rise at that point.
Yeah.
And we don't have those sets. We don't have those sets in our meta because they don't exist in English. They only exist in JP.
Like I had an interesting conversation about some of this last night with a couple of people, and like the difference between a set like Alicization, which is it's going to be a very strong set when the new stuff comes out, and it's pretty strong right now, right? And Data Live
I get you.
Alicization, while it's there and it's good, it doesn't affect the decisions that you make within the game when it comes to gameplay and deck building. Data Live does, which is why we say post Data Live meta as opposed to, you know, other sets. It's not a post Madoka
Madoka meta, yeah.
It's a post Data Live meta, and there's only a few sets that have really been like that throughout the years. You know, Madoka set 1 because it was the first really good set, and that was about it. You know,
Attack on Titan set 1.
No,
set 1 too.
Yeah, set
Yeah.
1 as well. Yeah, during its time, yeah.
People were writing Kill la Kill when it came out.
Attack on Titan. You know, these are the sets that really are the sets that they may not have been the best sets the whole time we were in their meta, but they were always sets that people had to
You
were
had to
relevant.
think about. Yeah.
They had relevance.
Yeah,
And
they had
I
to
think
about it, and they might have even had to shift their deck against it.
Yeah. Well, no, I think going back to that, right? Like we've been in Attack on Titan meta for a long time because Attack on Titan 2 came out and that reaffirmed it. But the thing is, how long has it been since we've had Attack on Titan 2? 3-4 years now at this point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Because there's a gap that's that large though, it's a pretty large statement for a lot of the player base of Weiss Schwarz saying, hey, we are now in a post Data Live meta. For a change that big, that's crazy. And I think we're only going to have a couple sets that can even hold a torch to it as far as not necessarily having to build around Data Live. I think Fate main series is going to have a chance. I think it's going to be very strong because they also don't have restrictions in English. And I think Adventure Time is going to be the two that people are going to look to.
Yeah,
Because the
I'm
answer
definitely gonna look
to
for
Data
Data
Live is what Adventure Time already does.
Yes.
And that's get rid of your value.
Yeah. So I think those two sets are going to be mainly what we're going to be seeing as far
Valve's
as
gonna spark a ban list.
I can hope.
I don't.
I think they have to wait till after Springfest.
All right,
If during
James.
Springfest,
Yep.
they see an influx of
Okay.
too much of said one thing. That's when I think they take their action. But right now, at this point in time, no. It won't.
My outlook
happen
on
after.
my outlook on a ban list in Weiss Wars is about as the percentage that we get a ban list, not just like the errata changes, right? The
Mhm.
percentage that we get a ban or restricted list, in my opinion, is the same percentage we have to get Spice and Wolf in English.
Like 0.000.0.1.
Pretty damn minuscule.
No, dude, it's 100%. Shut up.
Better yet, they give us a ban list, but they don't hit anything that matters. They hit the card they just needed to errata that promo.
Memory swings ban, boys. Let's go.
They're just like,
That's a joke for
Yeah,
anyone who's
we'll-
played
we'll
Harvey.
Yeah.
ban Sayaka's wish. Hard to good.
Yeah, that card was actually really good in GP.
Yeah, that card was actually like busted, and now it's just kind of mid because the set's kind of mid, but it'll come back.
It'll come back with the other
Token
set
Monica
of
players
Madoka.
hype.
Yeah.
With the next set of Madoka, like it becomes better because
Anime.
this set brought you a 3/2 that picked it up.
Yeah. Anime.
And then you get
anime
a
just being
don't you get a combo that picks it up too in the anime set?
no, not to my knowledge.
No.
I thought you did.
You just have
Oh,
to
wow.
early play. The early play that picks up's real good.
Yeah, but anime basically just becomes. Do you like the strategy of Fate? Do you hate paying $1,200 for a deck? Well, if I got a $200 deck for you, like,
Well, yeah, see, the problem with that is we no longer again have our guiding light of price, so that's probably a $200 deck, or is it a $500 deck?
well, if
Yeah.
I got a deck that's a quarter of the price for you, still, like,
Yeah,
If the
gonna be
secondary
cheap.
market could stop collapsing, please.
yeah. Hey,
And the
I
funny thing-
stand by my playset prices, except for I
and
can't do
and
one because I'll be out of the
the
country.
funny thing, it's only our game.
Hey, James,
Huh.
how did you like your sick deal?
Fucking
On your
worked out for
playset.
me.
Yeah, dude, playset pricing.
Okay.
Okay. My
Uh,
one thing, and this is to the community. Please keep the pre-order prices at a sane. I know exactly how much you pay for a case if you get it from a distributor. For the love of God, do not change your playset price, or else you are all scumbags.
I'll
That's
agree to
pretty much what it
disagree.
is.
Yeah. After the set comes out, you can do what you will with it, but when
Yeah,
The
you,
respect
pre-order
the players.
price is the same.
Yeah.
Should I be blunt, James? How blunt should I be?
be blunt.
well, you and I both know prices already, so
also know prices.
Should I just disclose prices?
no,
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 'cause
because
No.
that's distributor.
Okay.
confidentiality.
No, we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. Okay. So you go to your friendly LGS, right? And you
Yeah.
say, "Hey, I want a case," and it's going to be anywhere from $900 to $1,000 for the case, right?
Mhm.
if they hike the price anywhere above $350 for a playset, get the hell out of there. That's what I'll say, because basically they sell the 2 playsets for $350, and they're taking a gamble that they can make $300 off of SPs, which in the case of Data Live, yes. Most definitely yes. And by the way, if the LGS is a super scumbag, what they'll do is they'll say, "Oh, sorry, man, we oversold our playsets," while they have like 10 in the back, and they're like, "Hey, if you want one, I got one for $500-$600." But we'll obviously see the stores that do that coming forward. But
Yeah.
I think ultimately,
they only care about money, not the players.
ultimately, please keep your play sets 320, 350, anywhere in there. I'd say is feasible.
Yeah.
I
I think even like some places for like extra booster sets are going like weaker sets
Oh,
are
yeah.
going like 280.
extra booster sets should be like
No, I meant
180,
like,
200.
Just like the weaker sets, like sets that they're not expensive. I'm trying to think of what.
Frozen Bonds is the most recent extra booster we have. I sold my playset for 150. Wink, James. That was non-foil, by the way, for anyone who's interested.
Yeah, I actually almost wish I picked up the
audible
foil
wink.
one.
I took it. Get away from me.
It looked cool. Foil-
Given our time frame, we should probably move on from this, though. We
Yep.
spent a
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Hi, and welcome to the ads. This week we are brought to you by Cards Custom Builds. Are you into cosplay? Are you looking to get into cosplay? In the future, do you want to show up at your favorite event dressed up as your favorite character? Well, then Card Custom Builds is here to help. Cards Custom Builds creates everything from props and trinkets and weaponries all the way up to full costumes. I've seen some of the costumes that they made. They are all fantastic. They're really good stuff. If you would like to get some awesome things for your cosplay or just cool stuff to have around, if you want to throw a Halloween party at the end of the year and be like the talk of your Halloween party, please go check out Cards Custom Builds over at Facebook and tell them about TCG University. Say that we sent you and you'll get 5% off your entire order. Please do this. They do a bunch of things over there. Clay is making a lot of really cool stuff. He makes coasters too. If you want to go get coasters, I think he's selling them on Etsy and on Facebook. So please, if you want to get some cool stuff for your cosplay or for anything, go check out Cards Custom Builds and tell them that we sent you. This week, we are also brought to you by Dex Protections. Dex Protections is in a never-ending pursuit to create the highest quality storage and protection accessories. Their designs and innovation come from die-hard gamers and collectors just like you, so you know that what they make is stuff that you will want to buy, because they are also making stuff that they would want to buy. They are on a never-ending pursuit to create the best product, and that is why they are the leader in the industry in creating accessories for your deck products. Please, if you would like to go get some new stuff for when we're finally able to go out into public and go to tournaments and stuff, go to Dex Protections, and there'll be a link down in the description down below for that. Please go check them out. We are also brought to you this week by Red Ride Games. They are a Canada-based online seller of things like Universes, MTG, and Pokemon. They're friends of the show. We like them a whole lot. Please, 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 please go to redridegames.ca and check out all their singles there. And when you check out, use creator code TCGU to help support the show and help support them. It would be greatly appreciated. We like them a whole lot, and we would love it if you would use them to buy some singles for any upcoming tournaments that you might have towards the end of the year. Thank you. And we'll get back to the show.
So let's talk about the future.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Modern and irrelevant.
All right. Okay, so first set. What do people think of Monica? I think it's going to be cool. Do I think it's going to be impactful? No.
It's going to be a cute time scum deck, and that's about it.
It's gonna be the memory snow. It's gonna be a dark horse deck that you'll see once or twice.
That is what I was talking. That's what I was talking about when the other Madoka set came out. I was like,
I think
this has some cool things, but like I don't see it making it past like.
Yeah, it's not gonna be impactful,
No.
but it'll be
now here's what I see this set, right? I see Madoka, and what I see in it is I see it doesn't do anything impactful in a regionals, right? But in a world setting, I think it could let loose on some people,
I think
because
it's
if
a
you
Sakura.
know what people are taking to worlds,
Mhm.
that deck is literally going to card capture Sakura and take 4th place. I
Yeah.
think that's what we're going to see. Because I think while it is still very niche, if you know what your opponents are playing going into the tournament, you got a pretty good chance with that one. Okay. Any other opinions on that? 'Cause we can jump on up to the next one.
The way I look at Madoka anime is to Fate the same as GGO is to Love Live, or Alicization is to Bang Dream. It's just a not as good budget version of the exact same strategy.
Yeah. I getcha. Yep.
Beaufry.
Beaufry is not gonna do. Is not gonna help the meta. It
All right.
is not.
All right. I have a question. And this is for everyone.
Okay.
Will this be the last set with regular SPs?
No.
No.
There'll be
That's
other sets
strictly-
for regular.
That's you're worried about Love is War because you got cucked.
We'll get to that later. It's in like 2 minutes.
That's all
But,
rights, bro.
That's an entire like rights and stuff. Like
Yeah, that's rights
it's
issues.
an entire thing.
So
Yeah.
so Beaufry is the main deck that's probably going to be played is the Nexal combo.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the
Sick deck.
priestess. It's like the priestess combo, but like
Not as
worse.
good.
Worse
Yeah.
because you don't have as much utility as
Yeah,
Goblin
it's-
Slayer does.
It's priestess combo, but you don't have the Goblin Slayer to back it up.
Yeah. You sadly.
That's true. You still have a good level 1 combo, and you have the added benefit of it being hexproof. So, I mean, I think they're fairly comparable. You give up.
just have a little different
It's
spice.
picking and choosing what you want.
It's
in
what
it,
spice
yeah,
do you want?
yeah.
Do you want a more consistent deck, or do you want cooler effects on your level 3 game?
Yes.
Going into the signature thing, if anyone else wants to pitch in on Beaufry.
Cool set. Not gonna be good.
Cool, yeah. I think it's
2.0, 2.5.
Solid B tier.
I might put it in a 1.5, but
I'll give it B tier.
so now let's go into the saddest set in all of Ice Wars. Love is War. Love is
Another
War.
Dream clone.
Yeah, Love is War is going to be similar to Bang Dream. I do agree with that. Going into the signature thing, a lot of people are saying that it has to do with Aniplex in signature rights. We will be seeing more about that, but I do have hope for the future as far as getting regular signatures back. Due to the fact that Sword Art, we've gotten every signature for that set,
Slime
and
2,
it's
Slime
highly likely that they're not the voice actors, if that's what's going on, if it's a signature rights or if it's the studio, whatever happens, right? It's highly unlikely that the studio is going to turn around and say, hey, you got first set signatures, you're not going to get second set signatures. So I think we might have a chance there. That's my hope for the future. Also, with Seven Deadly Sins being an English exclusive, I think that we have a chance with that. But we'll see.
It's pretty high.
Set. Now,
Yeah.
is the set going to be impactful?
Love is War? I mean, the art's impactful. Other than the fact that it broke my heart because I wanted that trial deck SP, and that was the only reason I was going to get a set. And
Love
I'm
is
now
War-
not going to get a set.
I think Love is War is just going to be a generically good set, but it's not really going to change anything. That's
I think it'll sit in 1.5 territory for that as well.
I was thinking
Yeah,
one-
I
think it's
Looking
gonna
over the
be
set
as-
list.
You think
It's
it'll be
a
as impactful as Pop Psycho?
like
I think it's going to be more impactful, Rex. Shut up. I also think that I think Love is War for anyone who loves some good old Nisekoi play. I think Love is War is going to be the set for you, Rex.
I know he was looking at me.
Yeah.
I
we were
was
all-
literally
we were
looking at your picture, waiting for that shit
I-
grin.
We
Yeah,
were all
I was a
looking
big
at
Nini
you.
Koi fan.
We yeah. Oh, dude, Nini Koi's great. My
Yeah,
my
dude,
deck
Nini Koi's
went
good.
undefeated.
All right,
It's fun. It's
James,
a
did you have anything you want to add to Love is War other than being sad about the signatures?
I think it's gonna be like a 1.5 too, so we're fine.
All right, okay. Now, July. That's the big month. That's the month where decisions are going to be made about English Vice Wars, guaranteed.
Big
Um,
set too. Or,
no.
Big Evans too.
No, that's not even what I'm
Seven
talking
Deadly
about.
Sins.
What do you spend your money on? Ah! Sorry for screaming in the mic.
What?
So we also get Fate and Seven Deadly Sins in July.
Oh, at the same time,
'Cause-
right?
It looks like, from what we can see, we're going into a 2 set a month rotation.
Which
Gross.
sounds sick as fuck.
sounds
Yeah.
awful as hell, dude.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
awful,
what do you-
but it's also
James,
Um,
you have rent to pay. Remember that.
Yes, but here's the thing. We could. I'm not gonna say we're catching up to.
Now with an
JP.
English exclusive, no, we're not
No,
catching
but
up.
I'm not saying we're catching up, but what they could start doing is simul releases. Now that everything's coming out, now that we have 2 sets coming out every month, they could release the same 2 sets they're releasing in JP in English at the same time,
Okay, I understand that, and
and then start a meta rotation where both of them are
Well,
the same. And
we'll
we're-
get into the sets after because there is a point that I want to break down about
like-
getting 2 sets a month.
Understandably,
Um,
cost efficiency for players is not as cool, but like,
So
I think
there's
meta
2
efficiency
problems.
for the game's great.
No. I
Yes,
think it
yes,
has the
yes,
opposite
yes.
effect. I think it has the opposite effect because if we're getting 2 sets a month, right?
Yeah,
Bushy Road obviously has an allocation to how much they can print for English Fight Wars. Is that getting bumped up for having 2 sets coming out? Probably. But the problem is if we run into another set, Fate, if that allocation for how many they can print, because they're printing, so 7 Deadly Sins and Fate, they're going to say, hey, 7 Deadly Sins is new, it's English exclusive, we might print a little bit more of this, but we also know Fate is going to be a really hot seller. So they're going to probably print about equal amounts. But
I think they need to stop
ultimately,
printing on
Fate
order.
would have been like this if it was being printed by itself, but now you have 7 Deadly Sins, so Fate print run is going down, is
Here's
my
the-
expectation, which means a power set is going to get short printed, which again, we just saw what happened when everyone wants a set.
Here's the thing, though. Like, while it may not be true in the future for the double print set runs, at least for this one, Fate, while yes, it is a power set and there's cards you want in it, every deck only wants a couple of cards in that set. For the most part,
Red wants like all of it. What?
Red wants all of it, but Red's not really like. While it's going to be good, eight bar is still going to be the deck for Fate, right?
I
you
would
can-
disagree because red endgame for Fate is taking the spotlight in a lot of places.
8 bar just runs the red end game as well.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Eh.
8 bar just replaces the restander it was running with the red finisher because it's cheap
Eh.
and it's a better finish.
No, I'm talking about the red combo.
Which red combo? What are you talking about?
Standby or is it?
The end
salvage?
game
Let me
combo.
see.
So it'd be gate, I
Generate
believe.
free stock.
I think it's gate. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it's the one that makes your stock to play your end game.
Yeah, Fate just plays that without the combo because you can still do the finish without the combo.
No, not that.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's just gonna be a pick your flavor. I
Yeah,
think it's just gonna be a pick your flavor thing.
Tom,
It's-
I think
So
all of the
playable.
decks, basically the newest Heaven's Feel set says all of the decks are now playable, right? But the
even-
problem with that, I can understand the argument of, hey, you already have, there's so many barriers to entry of owning a Fate deck already. Good luck getting $800 together to buy the original deck before you then have to buy
Or
more
if
cards for it.
buying a playset of like the older stuff, anyways. Like
Yeah.
not even just the deck.
It's just not going to be available. So I understand that the barriers to entry for Fate are very high. So I think it's not going to be necessarily as bad for Fate, but the next time we see a Data Life set, if the allocation isn't higher for that set to be printed,
for
we're
sure.
going to run into a worse problem than what we're
I
seeing
think
right
they
now.
need to stop printing. I think they need to print both on order demand and belief of what they're gonna need. It's
Yeah.
like, have a number they think they're gonna need, and then when orders come in, be like, "Well, we need more, or
'Cause-
we need less," and just go not like less, but like have a number that we're like, "This is gonna be a good amount that'll feed
Yeah.
like the entirety of what we're looking for our
the player base.
And
I
then
think
if there's
something
more
that they also have
pre-orders-
to
if
realize.
there's more pre-orders, thicken it up, like add more to that list.
Yeah, well, the problem is by the time those pre-orders are generally coming in, the cards are being printed at that time. But the thing is, right? The thing I want to see to make me believe that this game will last, because right now going into double printing sets seems pretty scary for me as a player. Because if they're pushing out this much product, right, and they're wanting people to buy it, the thing is, you have to know that people are going to have the money or you're going to get more players. And the thing about that is that we need to be able to see print runs. We should honestly probably get numbers for print runs, and we need to know if second waves are coming if it's needed. Because if they don't do that, they're not going to feed the competitive community, and the competitive community is what's keeping this game alive.
Yeah.
So if you don't make sure that your competitive community has the stock that they need to make sure that anyone who wants a deck can build it at, obviously at a price, but anyone who has a deck can build it is huge right now. Because if Data Live is oppressive as people think it's going to be, that's why again we're in Data Live meta. If it's as oppressive as people think it's going to be, everyone needs to be able to at least access that deck.
Well, like,
And if they can't, it's a problem. And that'll happen again with Fate, because if everyone can't access Fate, or say 7 Deadly Sins for whatever reason is nuts. If
Man,
7 Deadly Sins is nuts, everyone needs to be able to have access to that set.
It's English exclusive. It's just going to be a disappointment, even if it's good.
English exclusive. Let's go. I think once we get into regionals and if Adventure Time takes the top slot, dude, prices, boom.
I agree.
I think the problem we're going to run into is that people believe it's up to Bushy Road to make sure our prices stay lower by printing more.
No, it's up to the stores too.
Well, it's actually more of the player base. It's our fault that the prices are where they're at right now.
I would say for extraneous factors that I don't want to also say on stream, because I don't want to get you like demonetized or like have anyone try to go after you. There are extraneous factors of people buying out Weiss Schwarz cards right now. Very, very powerful players are starting to enter the Weiss Schwarz game, which is not good for our game either. So that person is not a player. That person is a scalper. That person is trying to make money off the game.
Scalpers is the problem that every card game is having right now.
I'm talking. Well, no, I'm talking about. I will again leave this person a name, but there's a person that has access to millions of dollars that they're pushing into Weiss Schwarz, just stock.
Yeah.
And they're not going to play the game ever.
No.
They're just owning the cards.
Yep.
So I think that's a problem that needs to be addressed, because that's something that's outside of the player base's control. And
it's outside of Bushiroad's control.
Not to turn it into a Flesh and Blood thing, but it's happening in Flesh and Blood, and the game's really enjoyable until you have to pay $200 for a card. And the same things could possibly happen for Weiss Schwarz.
It's happening for Pokemon. It's happening for Weiss Schwarz. It's happening for Flesh and Blood. It's happening for Digimon. The problem is scalpers are going out and buying things to resell to make money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the issue. There's no way to stop it right now. Most states don't have anything that prevent it for like buying it like your Targets or your Walmarts.
Thanks, YouTuber that bought a Charizard. You did this to us.
Like, it's just it's absolutely ridiculous, because it's gonna ruin a lot of card games. Strictly on the second.
All right, getting out of the serious mode. 7 Deadly Sins. Hype. Big set. I really want it to be good.
Cool thing. It's English, so we're all going to be disappointed even if it's good.
Hey, Adventure Time was cool.
Mob Cycle was neat.
Mob Cycle was neat, not good, but neat.
I feel like it's only gonna feel like a disappointment when JP
when it's printed.
When JP Bushiroad decides, oh, our JP player base really wanted 7 Deadly Sins. Well, I guess we're gonna make it for JP. Where they card capture Sakura the thing, and I'm just like,
here's how they cuck us.
Card capture cuck us? No.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, wow, JP really wanted to have this 7 Deadly Sins set. Let's alter it a little bit, reprint it, and we'll put season 2 in the same set.
And we'll make it better.
We'll give JP Escanor.
What was that, Kyle?
They'll print the exact same set. They'll just rename it like they did when they brought Overlord over here, because technically Nazarick is an English exclusive.
That's where I'll be upset, because that's how they upset me with Card Captor Sakura, and honestly, I don't like it when a company does that. I think a company makes a decision, they should stick with it, but they're just wishy-washy.
Dude, they're not going to get...
I understand why they were wishy-washy with the decision, but I don't like it.
Dude, they're not going to get 7 Deadly Sins. Don't worry. They're going to get Deadly 7 Sins.
No!
All right, okay. But after 7 Deadly Sins, we then go into the sets that we don't know when they come out. Ooh.
New Bang Dream set. It's probably going to bring something revolutionary.
New Bang Dream set? You mean testing cards out? Oh, sounds great. I love that.
Do you mean the playtest set?
Yeah, dude. Cool new mechanic dot set. Yeah, dude,
yeah.
that's so James, you are blurry. But yeah, no,
I loved that set when it first came out. After it just kept getting sets, I'm just not about it.
I love that set when it came out, but when that uncommon went to $40, no sir.
Sir, I never paid $40 for that uncommon.
Oh no, I did. I paid $40.
Yeah, I know you paid for it. I know you paid.
Shut up. Get out of here, Rex.
I paid. I think I paid $2 for my playset when I got it. Yeah, I think I paid $2.
I think if they do one thing with the set, it'll make me extremely happy. Because I think Bang Dream's card pool is getting a little out of hand, and I think this is where they need, because this is a rebrand of Bang Dream, if I'm to understand it correctly, because it's still Bang Dream, but it's like Love Live Sunshine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
For the love of God, make it so it doesn't play off the old cards. Make it an independent set that can be played by itself. That's all I ask. Because then I might have interest in Bang Dream again. But yeah. Well, Alicization, GGO, stuff like that, right? Alicization can be played with SAO, but just don't make it rely on the SAO cards. Not Frozen Bonds.
Memory Snow.
Meme Snow, yeah. Meme Snow. Make it one of those sets so I can play your cool new mechanics without having to buy $500 of cards.
Yeah, $500 of cards that are hard
if you're lucky. Yeah. All right, but going past that, we have James's favorite set. I'll let you talk about it, James.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be broke, and I'm already broke.
I'm gonna have to sell a kidney. I'm
gonna sell both my kidneys.
Oh my God! Card games is my name. Breathing's my game.
Jesus.
But I can change that if you pay me enough.
That's true. Yeah, no. So Alicization.
Subscribe, and comment in the section down below.
Alicization is going to be a fun set because then we get better cards.
Yeah.
So James, since you're the one who really wants the set, what do you want out of it? Tell me what you want to see.
What do I want out of it?
Because we already know all the cards.
I want the cards to be cheap.
You want the card? Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So make it lame.
I don't want no doll prizes.
So James, James, what are you most excited about in the set? Because there's a couple pieces in there that I'm really excited about. But there's the meta deck, right?
Yeah.
And the meta deck's gonna be really cool, I think.
I don't even know what the meta deck's gonna be.
It's gonna be blue yellow, but the thing that I mostly want to see out of this set is I really want the deck that combos with the first set combos to be really good. I am so excited for that.
Combo deck?
Yeah, dude. It's more than 4. It's like 5 or 6 that combo off the same two climaxes. I'm building that deck so we can slap.
It feels pretty good when you can play. Feels pretty good when you can play 4 different combos off of 2 cards.
Dude, there's literally one other set that's done this before, and it's a little set I like to call regular Love Live. And if you built, Bang Dream does it too. That's true. Yeah, Glitter Green does it. But
Rex,
Love Live is the one that resonates with me the most because when you can just slap out like 4 different cards that combo with the same thing and your opponent just goes Nani, that's the best look you can get at a regionals. Like, what is going on here?
Every time, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. When I built 6 stock on my opponent on my turn 1, it was pretty sick.
Dude, when you sit down across from someone and they have to like read your cards, that's a good time at a regional. You're just like, oh, dude, this guy doesn't know what's going on.
You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today, brother.
I mean, like that's why I put that fat 2/2 from ReZero.
I think Alicization is going to be very diverse in the builds that we see in English, especially since we already know that we have the 2 powerhouses.
And we all know.
I think it's still going to be impactful.
Play random shit.
Yeah, I think it's still going to be impactful. So I think Sorter Alicization will still be something that you see. Do I think it's going to be top? No. Do I think it's going to be 1.5? I think it's going to be between like an S tier set and like a tier 1 set, right? It's either going to be tier 1. It's going to be between tier 1 and tier 1.5 in my opinion. I also think that we'll still see plenty of love for it because you're going to get those simps. You can get those simps. They're definitely going to be playing.
That's why the set's gonna be expensive, and I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be
But-
expensive.
With
Slime
Sword
said
Art
two.
out of the way, I'll let Oliver take over.
Slime said 2. I have not really seen
You're
the cards on
broke!
it because I've been a little lazy. I've been actually playing other card games, sadly.
How's your wallet doing?
My wallet's not doing great right now, but I'm getting a new job, so hopefully my wallet will be better.
And then it'll be
Insert-
worse again.
Insert
then it'll-
meme. I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
But if I don't know how many of the old cards become irrelevant and what cards in the new set become relevant, so I can't really say it. But I'm gonna buy into it, so it doesn't matter.
Pretty sure you
Uh,
still play first set Shizus.
I know you do.
1-0s.
That card's too good.
I think you get a new end game though.
Yeah, because the end game right now is pretty lackluster.
Yeah, it's pretty meh. I definitely think you're gonna be you're safe on your Shizu investment for the 1-0s.
Yeah, but
Um,
my other card investment is what I'm thinking about.
Well, you were
I'm-
maxing
I'm
it,
sorry.
right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oliver,
uh,
I'm sorry about your trial deck cards. I don't those are played.
I don't think so either.
I'm sorry.
You could honestly play as a one of like.
Hey, I'll
card.
buy it back for how much I sold it to you for.
Hey, dude, that's a good price.
I mean, yeah, that's a good price for me.
Uh,
how much is that card anymore? I just want to take
I
a
don't
peek.
know.
I want to take a peek and be shook because
I know
shit
my
got
deck.
bought out.
I know my deck right now is 3.6.
Yeah.
I think Slime 2, I mean, there isn't much that can be said. All it does is just make a set that's already in the top 5 sets in the game even better. Right?
I think it's top 6. I don't think it's as good. I think people are giving it too much credit.
What
I
is the
think
full name of slime?
that time I got reincarnated as slime.
That time I got reincarnated as Yamcha.
Oh yeah, dude, that was my favorite. That was my favorite
Uh,
spinoff.
Like I said,
Oh.
I think it's a good set. I don't think it's as impactful as people think.
Oliver, do you have all 4 of your Shizus?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know they're gonna be worth something. I know. I've been checking prices. What do you think?
They're $425 a piece.
I know they went down. from
Hey,
last time I
Rimmeroo's
saw
dropped. They're only $2.99.
one. Yeah. Wait, which ones?
Trial deck.
Oh, it's whatever. I didn't
Yeah.
pay that much. I didn't pay that much for them. I don't care.
You're welcome.
Well,
Yeah.
we made the deal beforehand. It doesn't
Yeah, no,
matter.
I know. I was there.
Slime
I was the one who sold it.
I think Slime Set 2 will make it into a top 5 deck. I don't think it's a top 5 deck right now. I think it's a top 10 deck.
Yeah, that's fair. I definitely think it's top 10.
The problem with that deck sometimes is you run out of hand randomly sometimes, and sometimes you just brick. You're just like, man, I wish I had this card, but it's somewhere where I can't grab it right now.
Yeah. Speaking of expensive cards and people wanting to get expensive things, Beckett is now starting to grade English and Japanese Weiss cards. So, hey Oliver, if you got that cool trial deck Rimmerer, you could get that signed, or you could get that not signed. You could get that slabbed.
Well,
So it might be
joke's on
something to
you.
look into.
Well, joke's on you. All of my deck is triple sleeved. Haha.
You know what they say, graded is money,
Yeah.
unless you get an
no.
8 or lower.
Yeah. Then
That's
it's just
$5,000
breaking even.
Graded.
Then it's just breaking even.
Dude, the question really is, do I get this graded?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. I think you get that graded because no one's gonna play that card. No one's gonna actively play that card. They're just gonna put it on a shelf for memorabilia purposes.
I think it's gonna be the ultimate flex. If
Yeah.
someone actually rolls up with that, with 4 of those on you, dude,
You scoop.
you
scoop.
just scoop. You scoop.
You
You
scoop
give
and
him the
go.
game.
You shake his hand and go, "You are a real man."
You did something where I wasn't willing to do it.
There's only one other deck that you just scoop to instantly, and that's if you see a maxed Bang Dream deck.
Yeah.
And I'm talking with the Birdcage SSP. If you see that deck and you see that deck maxed out, you better just give away your wallet right now to that man.
You scoop and
He
go,
needs it.
"Man, take it. You need it more than I do. Here's my phone. Here's the keys to my car." Like, you
Dude, his
obviously.
deck's worth more than your car. What are you doing? Dude, yeah, Vice
One of
Wars
those-
prices, right? They're great.
One of those cards is worth more than our cars.
Yeah. Hey, my car would be worth like 4 of them. We're good.
That's
Okay,
still
guys.
sad.
I think we're doing pretty good. Let's end it here. Thanks for showing up, guys. Thanks for hanging out. If you're watching the video, let us know what you guys think down below. Make sure to support us on Patreon, YouTube, Facebook, all those cool things. All at YouTube University at TCG University. Thanks for showing up, guys. See ya.
Yo,
Thank you.
real quick, if anyone
Have a good
wants
day, guys.
play sets, remember 320 to 350. That's my only note I have. But bye. Have a good night.